Hey there, thanks for tuning in to Duck Bricks. I'm Chris, and as LEGO reveal season continues, we've gotten a chance to take a look at the brand new LEGO Dreamzzz sets coming out in 2024. Now, a lot of these sets are focused on the second half of the TV show, and we actually saw, I would say, about half of them in the second half of the show, but we actually do have some sets that are based off of what presumably will be season 2 as well, including a host of brand new characters, new outfits for characters, including an all-gold outfit for Mr. Oz, which looks really interesting, and even a tie-in to the overarching LEGO Space overarching brand that they're really pushing for February 2024. Now, I cannot wait to take a look at all these sets because there are some of the most creative and inventive LEGO sets they're ever doing, and I really love the biggest set revealed so far, which is a gigantic castle of the Sandman that we saw in the TV show. So, without further ado, let's jump in and take a look at the brand new LEGO Dreamzzz sets.
Okay, so we're going to start from smallest to largest as we go through these brand new LEGO Dreamzzz sets, which surprisingly enough are actually really nicely affordable, which was something that the very first wave didn't actually really have that much. The smallest set of the first wave was $20, but here we get a $10 set and a $16 set, so personally I am really happy by the fact that we are actually getting smaller sets via this wave. The first one, speaking of, is 71471 Mateo's off-road car. It retails for $10 or 10 euros. Now, this is pretty cool because you can actually transform it into the hovercraft / drone type build that we have seen in the show itself. Now, the car has not appeared in the show yet, but it probably will appear in the second season. For me, this feels like a pretty basic standard car style of build. There are a couple of unique details to it. I like that they're using the Z-Blob slime elements and the large-scale macaroni Technic pieces to try to add a little bit more detail to the way the car looks, and it certainly has a pretty unique aesthetic, and for $10, I honestly can't complain that much. It's just okay to me. Moving onwards, we have set number 71472, Izzy's Narwhal Hot Air Balloon. This did appear in the finale of LEGO Dreamzzz Season 1, so we kind of knew what this would look like going in. It retails for $16 or 15 euros, and this does come with Izzy as well as Bunchy the Bunny as a little bit of a stuffed animal figure, plus one of the minions of the Nightmare King. This is actually a really cute set. It honestly reminds me a lot of the Fright Night's Will of the Witch's airship, which was basically very similar to this, except there was a dragon on the top. This is kind of the cutified version of it, and that narwhal is honestly really adorable. I love how you can open the mouth, and like all other Dream sets, you can actually build this into a different model as well, so you can actually have it be a bit of a chariot, which is a really cool design. I like how it definitely does drastically change the look and feel of the build, while still retaining the core aspects of it. This is another one that for me is just an okay set, but it's still really nice that we're getting smaller sets for LEGO Dreamzzz. But now we can move on to some of the larger elements, and the largest one here is probably one of my most anticipated sets of January, so we're going to get to that in a second. Moving on, we have 71475, Mr. Oz's space car, retailing for $30 or 30 euros. This is part of the LEGO Space branding, so I already took a brief look at it in my LEGO Spaces back video, which was a really big one summarizing all the different LEGO Space sets. The thing that I really like about this are honestly the minifigures. A golden version of Mr. Oz as well as his companion, the monkey, is really nice to see here. I think it's a really cool design that we're actually getting the Space Marine armor in pearl gold and the entire outfit in gold as well, and this is pretty cool because you can turn it from a normal car to a spaceship to a rover, and honestly, this is one of the few LEGO Dream sets that I'm genuinely contemplating buying twice just to be able to build both the rover and the spaceship at once, because I do feel that they are pretty different builds, and it's really cool that LEGO is doing this as an additional thing where you can actually build your own creation out of the parts included. This is one of my favorite $30 sets in a while. It looks pretty cool. I like how it's a mashup of a real-world vehicle, but with some spacey elements just like the space bus, and I certainly can't wait to see what else Mr. Oz has cooking for his future sets. Now for the next one, we have 71476, Zoe and Zion the Cat Owl. This is a creature that appeared very frequently throughout the very first season, but surprisingly didn't get a set until the second wave. It retails for $50 or 50 euros, and honestly, this one is a little hit or miss for me. I was pretty excited to see this actually be made into a LEGO set, especially after seeing it be featured so prominently in the show, but honestly, I feel like the face is a little bit 2D and flat for it to feel realistic to me. Now, this could be a matter of perspective. I definitely want to have this in hand to see how it plays, and honestly, I'm not really sure how they could have brick built it to look like it does in the show, but The face is just a little bit uncanny. It does look like an owl, but it definitely doesn't have the 3D texture that the actual show version does. If you compare them next to each other, it really isn't any comparison. The show one looks a lot better, and while it is really cool to be able to transform it to have a bit of a throne build for the characters using the wing elements, this one definitely doesn't have that drastic of a transformation as some of the other ones, making it one of the weaker ones in terms of the transformation aspect. What is really cool though is that we finally are getting Snivel as an actual LEGO figure. When he first appeared and was a very prominent character, I was like, okay, when are we gonna finally get him? He was the GOAT of LEGO Dreamzzz, absolutely played the audience and the main characters. I genuinely thought he had turned good before it was revealed he was a double agent, so good on Snivel. Absolute best character of Dreamzzz. Great to get him in a brand new mold for the body, but otherwise for $50, I'm honestly a little bit let down by this one. It feels like one of the weaker builds for Dreamzzz, but again, I just need to have it in hand to really be able to judge and see for myself how it is. I think the thing that's getting me here is that the limb segments feel very mechanical. It doesn't feel like a living creature, and the face is 2D, but I don't know. I gotta have this in hand to really give my formal judgments. But finally, we have set number 71477, the Sandman's Tower, another set that did appear in the first season. This retails for $90 or 90 euros, and oh my goodness, is this beautiful. This is probably one of the coolest sets to me. I love how you have these giant brick-built gears sticking out of the side of the castle. You have this pearl gold, very unique tower adorning the top, a gigantic clock, and the minifigure selection is fantastic. We have one of the new villains of Dreamzzz also introduced in a one-off episode for the first season, the Never Witch, which may be actually becoming one of the main antagonists of the next season, given that, spoiler alert, she was let out of her cage by accident in the first season. We also have a figure of the Sandman, which looks really cool, recoloring the Nia Energy smoke piece, which is really awesome to see that in the heat orange or flame yellowish orange color and transparent blue. That's a really interesting color scheme, but it really works. We also are getting Logan as a minifigure, finally in his dream form, which is really funny to see. And overall, this is easily one of the best LEGO Dream sets ever in my opinion, and the best part is that the transformation model actually looks like a completely different set, and oh my goodness, this is another one that I am very, very tempted to transform and buy two of just to display both of them next to each other. And with that, we've summed up our look at all of the new LEGO Dream sets for January 1st, 2023. Now, what's really interesting is that we recently learned that for LEGO original themes, the success of their second wave and their second year is what determines if LEGO will continue putting out new products. This is something that happened to LEGO Elves. The first year sold really well. The second year with the Goblins didn't sell well at all, so the decision was made to cancel it, even though for year 3, it still sold really well. They still decided to cancel it because at that point, LEGO had moved on. So here's the thing. If this wave does not sell well, it is very likely that Dreamzzz will be discontinued after 2025. So if you want to see more LEGO original themes continue, if you want to see LEGO Dreamzzz continue, I would really recommend supporting this wave, supporting it, getting the sets, especially the big one, the Sandman's Tower is really good, because personally, I am a big fan of LEGO original themes and I want them to do well. So do support Dreamzzz in its second year if you want to see more stuff like this from LEGO, more creative ideas, more great looking minifigures and designs. LEGO put a lot in this theme, and the success and longevity of the theme is literally riding on this wave, as we've recently learned. So personally, I would say go out and support this if you do want to see more, but totally okay if you don't. If this isn't your thing, then no pressure. Totally understand that as well. I know I'll be buying all these sets on day one to support this LEGO original theme, and I certainly cannot wait to build the Sandman's Tower. That just looks absolutely phenomenal.
Alright, and with that, we have summed up our look at the brand new LEGO Dream sets for 2024. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of these sets? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Which one is your favorite that has been revealed so far? I know which one's my favorite. And thank you all so much for tuning into Duck Bricks. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, and analyses coming away very soon. And bye for now.